Good morning and welcome to Rick's Retirement Journey. Today is the 10th of September at approximately 11:21 a.m. It is a cool, misty, rainy day outside, but it's a perfect fall day. Wednesdays I usually plan to do yard work and things like that, but not today, excuse me. Tomato plants are being watered, pepper plants are being watered, lawn is being watered. I don't have to worry about any of that, so no yard work today. And that's a good thing. But what that does allow me to do, while I'm waiting to have lunch with a friend, a fellow Marine that is from out of state, he's here for a conference this week. I'm going to go ahead and catch up on a little bit on turn off the television, 101 substitute activities to do instead. So here we go. This is going to be part 8. Yeah, we've been cruising along here pretty well. So let's go with the first one. Learn to play chess or bridge. Chess is okay. I've never played bridge. Currently not really interested in learning how to play bridge, but I am interested in sharpening my game of chess. And I may have to call my grandson over to go ahead and do that because I know he likes to play chess. So learn to play chess if you haven't already done so. Great game, great strategy. It really makes you think. Next one is draw pictures of members of your family. I'm not an artist, but if you like to draw caricatures of people, yeah, by all means, grab some family photos, grab a scrap piece of paper or some drawing paper and go ahead and try to sketch it out and just see what you come up with. It kind of actually works the opposite side of your brain from left to right, right to left. I'm not really sure how that works, but it gives you something to do. It kind of just I think it would be pretty relaxing myself, personally speaking. So, start a book club. There are plenty of book clubs out there. I really don't need to start another book club. Maybe you want to start a book club. I think I mentioned earlier that I'm now working at a local bookstore, and sure, there's always opportunities to start a book club or speak to other people about books, which I do whenever I go to the bookstore. But if you don't want to start one, look around your neighborhood, see if there's a book club in the neighborhood someplace that you could join in and see what they're reading. It may not exactly be your genre of book of the book, but at the same time, hey, expand your horizons, see what they're reading, and if you're interested, great. If you're not, but me personally, I'm not going to start a book club, but I would rather join a book club. Next one kind of falls in the same line. Swap magazines with friends. Do you still get magazines? I get a few magazines. They're primarily military oriented. But the people that I would trade them with are not in the military, don't have military background. So, but if you're one of those people that do have magazines, be it People or do they still sell Life? I'm not really sure. TV Guide, Reader's Digest, things like that. Hey, by all means, contact your friends. Say, hey, do you get this magazine? Hey, I'm done reading mine. Would you like it? Or hey, by the way, do you get magazines? Hey, if you're done with those, can I have those? So I'd like something extra to read. That is if I don't have enough books on my bookshelf to read already. But yeah, swap magazines with your friends or just give them to them. This is one of my favorites right here. Go for a long walk, which is what I need to do more and more of. I think I may have mentioned it, it falls under the category of exercise or relaxing or whatever the case may be. Today, if I was really into it, I'd go out there and walk, but it's a little breezy, it's a little misty. The coolness is okay. I could deal with that. But yeah, go for a long walk. Maybe pop in some earbuds, put on some of your favorite music, and just kind of take your time. But if you do go for a long walk, if I may recommend, walk facing traffic. Don't walk with your back to traffic. You want to be able to see what's coming towards you. And at the same time, if you're going to be listening to music or something like that, don't turn up the music so loud that you can't hear a car coming, a car's brakes screeching, or someone attempting to speak with you. So those are just some suggestions. But yeah, go for a long walk, especially if it's a great day. Fall season is a great time to get out there and exercise and to go for a long walk. This next one, excuse me, I've done a couple of times. And, it's entirely up to you. Write a letter to the president or your representative or senator. If there is an issue that you would really like to emphasize to the president or to your congressional representative or to your senator, by all means, break it out, write it. They have these things that you can actually go out there and do it on email nowadays, which makes it much easier. I've been doing that recently and here in the past, but it seems like sometimes all I get back is just like some type of a form letter that kind of just readdresses some of the same things there. Says, yes, we're trying to do this. Yes, we're trying to do this, et cetera, et cetera. Personally, those are okay. Form letters going out, form letters coming back, but, maybe take your time, script out a letter that you want to write, handwrite it, hand address the envelope, stick that stamp on there. Don't forget your return address and just toss it in the mail and see what happens. 9 times out of 10, you will probably get some type of form letter coming back to you, but at least you would have something physical that you could, hang on to and, take a look at and maybe pass on to your family members. This is something that I've always wanted to do. Tie-dye a shirt. One of these days, and, that's one of those phrases, one of these days, why not just do it? Tie-dye a shirt. I love tie-dye. And I have maybe about 5 or 6 tie-dye shirts inside my closet. And though I would love to do it, I understand it's a little time consuming. But then at the same time, I'm retired. I have the time. So that's something I may take a look at, here in the future when I'm really, really bored. Or when the winter season hits and I can't figure out anything else to do, but I do have a lot of things to do. So yeah, tie-dye a shirt if you're so inclined. Especially if you're real artistic. The next one, no. Learn to square dance. Please don't take offense. If you want to learn how to square dance, by all means, go ahead and learn how to square dance. But I'm not into square dancing. I'd maybe rather learn some disco moves, so you never know. And let's see, excuse me. Make cards for the holidays or birthdays. Have you been in the store recently and purchased birthday cards or greeting cards or something like that? They are expensive. And I think there's so much software out there nowadays that you could actually create your own greeting cards, whatever they may be. A good friend, he and his wife, they always create their Christmas cards and always send them out. So something you may want to think about, again, look at the graphics that are out there. There's plenty of free graphics. You can go to a local art supply store. I am not endorsed by Hobby Lobby, but I will just say that Hobby Lobby or Michael's or heck, even go to Walmart. They do have that type of paper out there that you can go ahead and grab like some type of construction paper, slip it inside your printer. Make sure you got plenty of color ink if you want to do color cards, and just go for it. Experiment, a couple of times, see what you got, but you never know. Guaranteed, you will save yourself a whole heck of a lot of money by making your own cards. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And my name is not Forrest Gump. Lastly, and this is no, unless you want to, walk through it. Organize a game of capture the flag. No, I've played capture the flag. I've played flag football. I've played football with no rules. I've played football with no pads. Yeah, at my age, and for those of us that are retired at our age, do we really want to go out there and play flag football? I'll sit on the sidelines. I'll watch. I'll yell. I'll scream. Maybe I'll coach. I don't think so. But yeah, organize a game of flag football. So those are my next 10 things that you could possibly do by just turning off the television. The next thing I'm going to talk about here real quick is, like I said, I now work at a bookstore. If I haven't mentioned the name, I'm working at Books A Million. And great store, love being there, great teammates, great customers. But one thing I did just to help keep myself up, I picked up this magazine. It's called Book Page. Yeah, Book Page. It's a free copy provided by BAM, Books A Million. And inside this right here, it's got all sorts of good stuff. This is the September edition. And it's really got some good info about books that are coming out, books that have already come out, and things like that. So I'm quite sure that there are other bookstores that are out there that have magazines and things like that. But I just wanted to emphasize that if you ever wanted to know what's out there, of course you could always go online. But I'm a physical person. I like the books inside my hands. By all means, hit your local Books A Million. Tell them that Rick sent you. And, just check out the magazine and see what's there. Other than that, great win for the Buffalo Bills on Sunday night, 41-40. Thank you, Matt Prater, the kicker who had been with the team, who signed with the team less than 100 hours later, took a red eye from Arizona, kicked the game-winning field goal with less than 3 seconds left. Yeah, it was a good game. And yes, I did scream a little bit at the end because you never know. You never know. And knock on wood, you never want them to miss when they have that opportunity right there. So that's all I got today. My friend should be contacting me here pretty soon. We're going to go over to a local establishment here in Quantico, Virginia. It's called S&G. Don't tell me what S&G stands for. It's just a restaurant that's here that I've gone to many, many times. So we're just going to sit down. We're going to chat. I think he may have an hour and a half for lunch. Then he's going to get back to his conference. They actually had a briefing by the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps today. So, by the way, this is the first time I've driven into the Marine Corps base at Quantico in probably about the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. And let me tell you about all the changes. There are no changes. Quantico is Quantico. The Marine Corps base Quantico is the same. And overall, life is good. I hope you're all doing well. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And P.S. Let me toss this in there real quick. If you like to follow people that are hiking the Appalachian Trail, there's a gentleman that I've been following, actually a few people that I've been following since the very beginning. On YouTube, his channel is Wander with Sam. He is less than 300 miles from attaining the goal of summiting Mount Katahdin in the state of Maine. If you want to go over there and kind of scope out his page, I would highly recommend it. The guy's funny. He's originally from New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, now living in Pennsylvania. Great guy, very down to earth. If you want to watch his first video and maybe his first few videos compared to where he is now, yeah, it is a extreme transformation, mentally, physically. The guy's awesome. Going out there, tune in, and maybe just kind of tune in for the last week or two as he continues to move through the state of Maine and get ready to summit Katahdin. But hey, that's all I got. I think I said it already. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, Rick out. Peace.